What is going on, everybody? It's Alex back with another video, and today I want to talk about the PlayStation 5 because apparently some of the specs got talked about, and if these rumors are true, then the PS5 will be a beast of a system. So all of this information is coming from an interview that Wired did with Mark Cerny, who is PlayStation's lead architect. And as always, I'll have the link to the article down below so you guys can check it out for yourselves. But basically, in this interview, we got a lot of information on what was going to be inside of the PlayStation 5. When it comes to consoles as well as PCs, there are two major hardware components that really determine how powerful the system is. Although there are other parts that actually affect it as well, the main two components that really affect it are the CPU and the GPU. When it comes to the CPU, apparently it's going to be using a custom variant of Radeon's 7nm AMD Zen 2 architecture. This is brand new technology that honestly I did not expect to see in a console. One of the major arguments against consoles is that they use outdated technology. In console generations in the past, if you were to buy a brand new console, really the hardware that you were purchasing in it has already been in the PC market for the past few years. When it comes to PC gamers and especially elitists, it's kind of a joke, but it looks like with at least the new PlayStation 5, they're going to be packing some really modern technology. Also, it is confirmed that it's going to be 8 cores. This means that the console will have absolutely no issues playing any game you want and have it look beautiful for a very long time, but also this actually opens up the opportunity for more things. For those of you that don't know, both the Xbox and the PlayStation allow you to stream from your console to YouTube, Twitch, Mixer, whatever platform you choose. Although it works and you don't have to have any additional equipment, it's not necessarily the best, and you're not really going to be able to render all this because you're really struggling in performance. With an 8-core processor, you will easily be able to stream, so there's going to be many tasks that you wouldn't be able to do in past-gen consoles. Now, we didn't get a lot of information on the GPU, but we do know that it's also an AMD card, and it's going to be coming from the Navi line, which is also very modern. So it looks like the days of consoles using outdated hardware is over. Although storage isn't going to add any FPS or make games look any better, it really is a quality of life improvement. The faster the storage you have, the more seamless the experience is going to be all around. Well, apparently in the PS5, they will have an SSD as the storage unit. They're actually claiming that the SSD that's in the PS5 will actually have more bandwidth than anything available for PC. Cerny is even claiming that when they tested it, it took around 0.8 seconds to fast travel in Spider-Man compared to the 15 seconds it took on the PlayStation 4 Pro. That is obviously a huge deal. Honestly, that's the first thing I noticed. I am primarily a PC gamer, but I also have an Xbox One and a PlayStation 4. The primary storage device on my PC is an SSD, so everything runs and boots very quickly. When I move over to one of my consoles, that's the first thing I notice. It is so slow and so sluggish, but with the SSD in the new console, it's going to be incredibly quick. Apparently, even quicker than anything you would get on a PC. So I'm a little skeptical about this one, but apparently the PS5 will support 8K resolution. Now, I'm not exactly sure what it means by them supporting 8K resolution, but I assume that doesn't mean we're going to be playing games in a native 8K resolution. As of right now, we are just getting to the point where a solid PC can play in 4K smoothly. But even entry-level PCs at this point aren't going to be able to play most games in 4K at a solid frame rate. I find it very hard to believe they would ship a console at a reasonable price that could even come close to playing at 8K. And in addition to that, I don't think there's any commercially available monitors or TVs that even display in 8K. I know there's some prototypes and things of this sort, but I don't think there's anything commercially available. As of right now, the standard resolution is still 1080p. Although we are quickly approaching the standard moving straight to 4K, we are nowhere near 8K being the standard. So again, I feel like if they start marketing 8K, there's gonna be some kind of catch, some kind of caveat, because there's just no way that it's going to be producing that much power. Something that should come as no surprise, but is definitely nice to hear, is that it is confirmed that the PS5 will be backwards compatible with all PS4 games. This means that just by buying the new console and getting rid of your old console, you won't have to get rid of all your games. You will be able to continue playing them. Like I said, I think this is relieving for everyone to actually hear. Also, the PlayStation 5 will contain a disc tray. Even though Xbox seems to be getting rid of it with their newest model, it looks like PlayStation will still have it. And for those of you that are into VR, it will be compatible with the current PSVR model. So interestingly enough, Cerny didn't actually call it the PlayStation 5 or provide an actual code name. My guess is this is just because it hasn't been officially confirmed by Sony, so we didn't want to mention anything, but let's be honest, it's going to be called the PlayStation 5. He also confirmed that it would not be coming out in 2019, which should come as no surprise to everyone. Everyone is pretty much convinced that they're going to be announcing the consoles, the new PlayStation 5 and the new Xbox in 2019, and that they will both be released in 2020. Coming from someone who already knows that I'm going to be purchasing the PlayStation 5, a lot of this is actually really exciting to hear. I'm really excited to see that we're going to be getting 8 cores on Zen 2 architecture on our CPU, and we're going to be getting a Navi GPU. Finally, they're going to be shipping a console with an SSD that apparently is insanely fast. Although backwards compatibility isn't going to really do anything for me, as I don't really have games on my PlayStation 4, I know it's going to be a huge thing for a lot of people. I gotta say, I'm very skeptical in the whole 8K resolution thing, but maybe this console really is capable of 8K resolution. So what do you guys think about all this news? Let me know down in the comments section. But thank you guys for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to drop a like, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you guys for the support. Peace out. My mother wheel takes me all over the place, and wherever I go, I'm in minds and hearts. Don't need to climb stairs when I'm climbing these charts. Lilith, rolling the solitude dudes didn't come to my birthday party. Rude, but they all found